Yeah, hi guys. Thank you for joining the session. If you are viewing my channel first time, please subscribe for further updates on machine learning and deep learning. Today we'll be discussing about more on data pre-processing. Before applying any machine learning algorithms, we need to know about the data pre-processing. Here I have taken one data set. It contains 25 rows and 7 columns, and some places we can see some missing data. To fulfill this missing data, we have so many techniques in Python. One is the replace the most frequented value. Okay, for example, in this column the most frequented value is the single, so that in the missing places we can replace with the single, so that this is a technique to replace the missing values. The second technique, remove the missing rows. For example, wherever the data is not available, so that we are planning to remove the complete row. This is a technique to remove the complete row. The third technique, fill with the mean value. For example, if I want to fill the mean value, first we need to calculate the mean value for the this complete column. That mean value will be replaced with the missing data. Okay, this is another technique. Then fill with the median value. First we need to understand what is the median value. For example, I have taken the 5 samples. If I want to calculate the mean value, this is 2 and this 2 we need to skip. This is my median value. Similarly, we need to calculate median value for the complete column. That median value will be replaced with the missing data. This is a technique we are using for the median value. And fill with 0. For example, wherever the missing data is there, there we need to fill with 0. This is another technique. This is a fill and be fill, forward fill and backward fill. For example, if you use a forward fill, this used car will be replaced with the missing data, single will be replaced, and 12 will be replaced in this missing data, 48 will be replaced. Similar way for the backward filling, new car will be replaced, and here single will be replaced. Here nothing is there in the 26th row, nothing will be replaced here. This will be missing data only. And in this case, backward fill 24 will be filled in this missing data. For example, in this case, we need to use the forward and backward fill, so that we are filling the complete missing information. Okay, these are the techniques to fulfill the missing data. Okay, next, the second concept, how to convert the categorical to continuous. For example, for example, if any of the machine learning algorithms, we need always continuous value. So that's why we are converting the categorical to continuous data. Okay, here we have two techniques, label encoding and one hot coding. In case of label encoding, we have the each and every label we are representing with the number, red with 0 and blue with 1 and green with 2. Okay, it will be like this only. In case of one hot coding, for example, in this column contains, for example, three types, red, blue, green. Okay, these three types I need to create the three rows. Okay, for example, if it is a red column, if it is red type, so that I need to mention red is 1 and other will be 0. For example, how many types in this column, so that that many columns we need to create. And if it is red, then the red column will be 1 and other will be 0. This is a one hot coding. For example, in case of blue will be 1 and other columns will be 0. In case of green, green will be 1, other columns will be 0. For example, if we have 100 types of data in that column, we need to take 100 columns. Okay, in this case, only the 100 numbers will take. Okay, instead of the one hard coding. Yeah, in case of label encoding is good and short. Okay, and the third method we'll discuss about, the third concept is the plotting. We'll discuss about the histogram plot and also box plot. Here we are detecting the outliers and also how to filter them, how to filter the outliers. That we'll discuss in deeply in the lab. Okay, we'll get started with the lab. Okay, then we'll discuss more with the practicals here. Okay, this is the import libraries I am doing here for my project. I want to use this many header files. Cborn, for the plotting I am using this one, for the numpy for the manipulations, and pandas for the data frame creation. This is a data frame, this is the alias of my pandas. And read CSV, I want to access the data from the CSV, then we need to use this read CSV. So that I am trying to access complete data set using this data frame dot describe. If you use this describe, then it will display the different types of information with respect to the column. For example, this column contains this many counts, 25 counts, and mean value will be displayed, and standard minimum value and percentile of the 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile, and what is the maximum for this column. Each column wise we can see. For example, if you see here in the duration only, you will be able to see 23 counts. That means two missing values we are able to see in the duration. If you see here, 1 and 2 are missing. Okay, that's why this much information will get it from the describe function. Okay, next I want to check the shape. For example, as we discussed previously, there are 25 rows and 7 column. To check the shape, we will come to know that how many rows and columns. If you see the head, it will display the first 5 records 0 to 4, and it will display all the columns. Okay, here we'll be able to see the all the columns. Okay, next in the default column contains only ones and zeros. I want to count how many ones and zeros. Okay, so that we can use the value counts command. Okay, next I want to check the info. For example, each and every column, what is the type? For example, if you check this column, see, for example, duration, it is showing float. Duration is a float, and the car and marital status are object. These are the categorical information. It is telling that object initial data frame, and this is absolute, and all are integers. For example, why this duration is showing float? For example, if you see my data frame here, it is showing normally integer values, but why? Because it is showing the floating value. Here we have some missing data, that's why it is treating it as Python. It is treating it as float. Okay, this is the info we are getting from the each and every column. Okay, next this is a I want to access only the objects. I want this object data frame. I want to access only the object information, so that we can use this one, and include only objects. I want to access this data frame only object data, only car and marital status will be copied. And if you see the head, only 10 will be displayed. Okay, the first 10 records will be displayed. For example, here if I want to check what and all the for example missing data, so that we can use this command is null any. For example, row 8 we have one missing data, and row 19 we have one missing data. Row 8 means 9, the starting from 0 we have to treat. This is a 9 is one missing data. And likewise car is one missing data, and also marital status also one missing data. In eighth line, one missing data in car, and 19th row, one missing data in marital status. This is a way we used to display if you use the is null any access. Okay, then is null sum. For example, each column, what and all the data missing. For example, only one row is missing, marital status, one row is missing, and means one type is missing. For example, only one place is missing. If you group of size, if you see the size, it will display a new cars how many and used cars how many. Okay, it will display that much information. If you use a value counts also, how many new cars, how many used cars in this particular column, that will display. Okay, if I want to, this is the first method. I think we discussed the first method. Okay, here replace the most frequented value. See, whatever the objects I'm taking, right, I want to replace my our most frequent value in my car is used data. I want to fill my missing data. We need to use this command fill na, so that we'll be filling the missed data with used car. Wherever the missing data in this column, it will be replaced with used car. If I just check the is sum, see here car is 0. Now I already replaced that already the whatever the missing data in car column already replaced with used car. That's why it is showing 0. Still I can see marital status is one missing data. So that if I want to write, see here again is null. For example, in any axis, what are the missing data? Here I can see only one missing data in the marital status. Here counts. For example, I want to see how many used cars, how many new cars. So that here I am just getting the 25. That means no missing data, we can say. Here I am checking the size of the marital status, and married is a 6 and single is a 15. Totally 21 and plus 3 24, and one missing data. I want to fill that missing data with the single. These are most frequented data, so that I am filling with single. This we covered now. Okay, and we'll go with the second example. Okay, this I filled with single, and here if you check the sum, there is no nothing missing data here. Then we'll discuss about the remove the missing rows from the data set. Here in this method, we are completely removing the complete what and all the rows having the misinformation, missed information. Okay, here is null dot sum I'm using here. Okay, it will display what and all the columns having the missed data, 1 2 3 4 missing data we have in the complete my data set. Okay, now four columns I want to delete. Here drop NA, it will delete the complete this four rows from the this data set. It will completely, if you check the shape, then I can get 21 only out of 25. 4 will be deleted, and the final size will be 21 and 7 columns. If you check the any missing data, so that nothing, there is no missing data in the object current data. Okay, current data frame. Next, missing data with mean values. Right now we discuss the second point, missing data deleted. Okay, the third point is the mean value. Now I need to know how to fill with the mean value whenever there is a missed data. For example, float we understood. I think duration is the float. For example, the duration place, we are missing some data. That's why it is treating it as float. Okay, I'm just filtering the only float object here. Okay, in data frame I'm just filtering only the duration here, and if I check the head, only 5 records will be displayed only in the duration place. Okay, if I check the null, I can see two empty, two missing data. Okay, I want to check the mean of the data frame. What is the mean of this column is 23.13435. Okay, for example, I want to fill this missing data with mean value. I am using this command. Okay, after replacing mean value, I am just checking whether is there any missing data. Here it is telling no missing data. Okay, if I check the head, the 13, the last one, it is replaced with mean value. If you check the mean value here, data frame dot mean 23.130.435, 23.130.435. Okay, here in this case we are replaced the missing value with the mean value. Next we'll discuss about the median value. Okay, next is the median value. We'll go to the lab once again. Then median value here, just I'm using the same command, fill not applicable. Wherever the empty spaces, I'm just filling with median value. And here I just calculated what is the median value is 24. And if I check the 30th record, it should be 24. Here I checked whether after here after filling the median value, I checked where there is no missing data here. And here if you check my 12th one, it is 24. It is filled with median data. Okay, here now we covered median and mean. Now we'll discuss about zero, fill with zero. Now we'll discuss more about fill with zero. Okay, here just I'm creating two copies. The same data I'm copying to here. Again, same data frame number means same duration. I'm just displaying the both the heads. I'm just displaying the same information. Same information is copied. For example, here I'm filling whatever the empty spaces with zero. Okay, if you check the duration of 13, the 13th value, we can see 0 here. Okay, until now we discussed with 0. Here filling with 0. Now we'll discuss more about forward fill and backward fill. Okay, this forward fill and backward fill we'll discuss in this example. Okay, here I am created one data frame. If I print that, see in the first row is none, nothing is that, missing data. This is a C also complete missing data, and B also second row is missing data. Okay, I want to use the method. This is a fill not applicable missing data method. I need to use fill forward fill. Okay, for example, forward fill, this is a data. It will be filled with 3 here, 3 here, and also this 40 will be copied to here. So forward fill 3 will be forwarded to 2 and 3. This is the same we are displayed here. And also 4.0 is copied to none, and it's the same. And none will be, nothing will be forwarded here. This is also nothing. Now I am using the backward fill. For example, in case of backward fill, for example, this is my original data. I am using the backward fill. Only this will be replaced with 30. This none, there is no above, there is no fourth row. That's why it is not replacing with anything until here. Only 3.0 is replacing here backward. And here if you see here backward 3.0, it should be replaced here. Yeah, it is replaced. Okay, it is this is a backward filling. Okay, until now we discussed how we need to fill the missing data. Okay, now we'll discuss about the categorical to continuous. Okay, next we'll discuss more on the categorical data. Okay, this is a categorical information. Okay, here just I'm creating my data frame, and I'm trying to access the same data. If I'm checking the info, it is telling that object type. This is a car and marital status are object type. Okay, if I want to do the label encoding, what is my next technique is my label encoding. If you see here, label encoding, one hot coding we'll discuss in the categorial. For example, we'll discuss more on the categorial or categorial information. Here label or one hot encoding, we need to convert first object data to the category. Okay, first we need to convert, after that we can apply the algorithms. First, by the use of dot info, we are just come to know that what is the type of the each and every column. Here my car and marital status are objects. First I need to convert into the category, then I need to use the only these two columns I am want to convert, so that I am using the dot s type category. Then if you again display the info, then if you see the car and marital status are category. Now I can apply the label encodings. Now I can start the encoding method. Here this is the data frame. I'm just filtering the car. I'm just converting to the cat codes. If you using these commands, we are just converting to the label encoding. If I want to display the car and after the converted value, this value I'm just displaying the both using the head. First five will be displayed. Okay, used car is replacing with zero. This is a categorical label data. This is a label data is replacing with zero, and used car will be one. Likewise, we discussed here. In particular label, it is considering with the particular number. It is 0 and 1. Okay, likewise used car, it is displaying with 1, and new car always it is 0 in over the complete data. Okay, likewise I'm just converting the as it is marital status also, married with 0 and single with 1, it is treating as a label encoding. Okay, this is a label encoding for the pandas. Okay, and right now we'll discuss about sklearn. Okay, we are using the sklearn technique, and we are trying to convert the label encoding. Okay, already the data frame contains my category information. That category information I need to convert to the label. I need to use the label. Here we need to use a fit transform API. It will convert this data to the categorical information. Now I am displaying original information and also converted information. Okay, here it is also telling that new car is 0 and used car is 1. Okay, in this case label encoding always only the one column will be there. In case of one hot coding, I will discuss one hot coding here. For example, here I am using the get dummies. It is also one of the function, and here I am passing the car and marital status. Okay, what it is doing, it's converting the complete these two columns to the different columns. This is the first column. I can see two types, used car and a new car. For example, here I have two methods. It is converting to the two columns. Here also one, two, three I have. Then it will convert three columns. In case of marital status, it will convert three columns. If the row 0 is, for example, used car, it will display used car is 1. It will set as used car is 1 and new car is 0. See, if you see here, used car means then used car will be set to 1. Used car column should be set to 1, and other column should be set to 0. In this case, this single column should be set to 1, other columns should be set to 0. Okay, in case of this one hot coding, in what and all the types of the column, and we are dividing to that many columns, and based on that type, and the column will be set to 1 and other columns will be set to 0. This is the one hot coding. Okay, until now we discussed, and here it is displaying that there are 25 records and 5 columns. I'm just displaying completely, and I want to concatenate. This is a data frame number contain my only. I am filtered in the top. I filtered only the duration, and after the converted values I'm just adding to the both using the concatenate. I'm just creating one more table so that we can just club together the categorical information and the normal information. We can continuous information we can club together, and we can go for the further processing. And then now we'll discuss about the plotting. The last concept is the plotting. We'll discuss histo and box plot. Okay, histogram will be used for the number of the frequency. For example, 100 count having 3 members. If you see here, for example, hundreds in the age 1 2 1 2 3 we have. Okay, that's why it is creating three members having the 100. Okay, that way the number of frequency it is displaying the y-axis. X-axis is the, for example, 60 to 70% people they are getting the only two members. Okay, that the frequency is displaying the y-axis, and how many the range between the 60 to 70% people. For example, 60 to 70 percentage of the marks they are only two peoples are there. In that way we are representing the histogram this method. Okay, I'm just representing the age with the histogram. Similarly we can see it here in the graph. Okay, then I'm using the box plot here. Okay, we'll discuss a few more details box plot here. For example, we need to understand what is IQR, Q1, Q2, Q3, and what is the max and minimum value, and what are the outliers we need to understand here. These are less than minimum is the outliers, and also more than max value is outliers. And the minimum value we can calculate using the Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. This is IQR means Q3 minus Q1. Okay, we can calculate the minimum value. Q3 is Q3 is 75 per 75 percentile, and 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile. Okay, these are the percentile representation. If I want to calculate the maximum value, Q3 plus 1.5 IQR. Okay, these are the box plot calculations. Okay, if I go here, the age I am representing, the lowest age is this much, and the highest age is this much, and max of the box plot. For example, this is outliers. These are outliers, whatever the data it is representing, right? 100 is my outliers. See here, three data having the 100. That's why I have created 100, so that we will be in outlier. We'll be staying in outlier, so that I am representing the box plot with outliers, and also min value, max value, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 70 percentile. Okay, if you use the describe, it will display the all the information. See here, and max value is 100. If you see, 100 is a max value, and the 75 percentile is 53. If you see here, 75 percentile, 25 percentile is 32, and the mean value is 49. Count is 25 counts. If you see the age, 25 rows we have. Okay, this much information we'll get it from the describe. Okay, now we know the how to draw the box plot using the graphs, and we need to identify the outliers. Okay, here IQR is as already discussed, Q3 minus Q1. Here the Q3 is 53 minus 32 is totally IQR. The same way we can calculate using the quartile, 0.25 percentage. We'll get the what is the Q1, Q3 quartile of 0.75. We'll get the Q3, and if you do the Q3 minus Q1, you will get the IQR. Here this is a Q1 minus 1.5 IQR. This is a Q3 plus 1.5 IQR, what we discussed in this picture, right? The same information is available here. Okay, same data. This is a less than this one and greater than this one, what I explained, right? Less than this one and greater than this one, those are we called as outliers. Okay, same info. If you see the head, only these three rows having the max value. For example, outliers, as I already explained, this 100, these three rows are the outliers. Okay, other than these three, all are within the range in the box plot. Okay, then we'll discuss further. If I just am displaying the age, what are all the outliers age. Next, quartile of 99. I'm just displaying the quartile for the all the columns. What is a quartile 99? It is displaying the age, how much? 100, what we saw here, and other columns also it is displaying like here. And outlier of age I'm displayed the same way. And here I'm calculating the quartile of 0.01 and 0.99, and I want to filter only within the range. For example, if you see the box plot, I want to range from 0 to max value 100%. 0.99 is here, and 0. What is the less range is 0.01 is here, 0.01 is here, 0.99 is here. I want to filter only the within the range outliers. I need to filter it. Okay, in that case we can use less than the, this is a high value, this is a less than this one, less than maximum value, and this is a more than minimum value. Okay, this is the way I'm filtering the my data. If I see the my filter data dot head, it will display the except that outliers. For example, if you see here, there is no 100 will be there. Okay, here just I'm filtering the complete outtail ranges, for example outlier ranges. For example, all hundreds I am just removing it of all the 11, 14 and 17. I am removing it from the completely from the code. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. If you like the video, share the video. Thank you.